I'm just gonna kind of warm up real quick. It's late in the afternoon. Well, not late, but later than I would like to be doing a workout. It's very hot and very stuffy. You know, when you can't breathe kind of type thing. And to be honest, I'm just gonna say this right now. My shorts, I don't like them today. These are not my favorite shorts to actually work out in. But this is what I have at this moment, so this is what I'm using. So I could look for so many reasons to not do this workout in this moment, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna look past all of those. The camera, I don't know what's going on with the, why is it showing like that? It looks like it's tilted up, but I cannot waste any more time. I need to get started. So the camera's gonna stay just the way it is. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a few little exercises. I do have my rope. I was thinking about changing it up a little bit and not doing the rope in between. And just doing some other moves in between, which are some basic moves that you can do anytime, even if you don't do the weights. This is bothering me because it's like not correct. It's not correct. Okay. All right, gonna let it be. So to begin, I will do, let's see, we can do a little bit of jumping to start. Little jumping, a little bit more action. I did have 2 walks already in my day. One, I went alone. One, I went with my mom and my daughter. So that was really nice to enjoy. Other than that, there's been a lot of sitting with some 5-minute movement breaks here and there. So yeah, I'm gonna get this little workout in and try not to think about these shorts. I'm wearing clothes. That's what's important. I'm moving my body. I'm able to move my body. So let's keep that clear in the mind. Okay, so that was 1 minute. I'm gonna put these on. So I'm gonna start with a squat. Okay, I'm gonna start with a squat to a bicep curl and up. Okay, so I'm gonna start with super light weights. These are really, really light, but just warming up the body, you know. So I'm gonna start with these, and I'm just gonna stick to 10, and I'm gonna try to keep count. All right, so I'm gonna come down. Try to be nice, easy with my body. And focus on the count. 4, 5, 6, 7, thinking about all the kids in the class with the 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10. So we could go a little bit further, you know what? Because I want to keep it short, but I'm gonna go for 12. I'm gonna go for 12. And then I'm going to increase the weight in the next round. Okay? So what I'm gonna do in between instead of jumping rope is I'm just gonna go with a, put it right there? Okay, I couldn't read my handwriting. So I don't wanna waste time, but let's set it for 1 minute. And I'm just gonna go with these simple high knees or high knee march. We're bringing the hands up. So here, remember, we can always go slower. We can really make this move whatever we want it to be. You could jump rope, you could do jumping jacks, you could do fast high knees instead of these slow marches. But what I'm trying to do is really use my muscle, not just march, but really feel my muscle working. Like when I put my leg down, I could feel my leg and my glute. I can feel my arm muscle, like, you know, pressing up. My core. Okay, that's time. So now what I'm just gonna do is go higher in weight with that same move. And I'm gonna try to just keep going. So now I think I'll do 10 since I did 12 with the lighter weight. Again, you don't have to go fast. 3, gotta remember to count, gotta practice. Should be 5. 6, I think, I hope. Always try to inhale on the way down. Oh shoot, is this 8 or 9? See? Because I'm unsure, I'm gonna do 1 more. And then I'm going to immediately go back to my timer immediately and come back to my high march. Is that what it's called? That's what I'm calling it. That's what I remember. You can also make that exhale as your knee comes up. Remember, you can slow it down if you really want to just feel. Or you can keep it going. So many variations. You can always touch the feet and have it come up. That kind of reminds me of this exercise. I remember, I don't know where it was from. I don't know if it was like one of the times. Okay, that's time. So we're gonna go to the 3rd set and I'm gonna go up and weight. So yeah, I don't remember if it was a time when I did like a group fitness certification and the guy was telling us this move, or maybe it was just an exercise I did. I don't know, but I remember that. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna count, and we can, since it's higher in weight, we could stop at 8 reps. But if you feel that you could do 10, then you could do 10 or 12 or whatever you want. I'm gonna slow down the movement because now I know I have a heavier weight. I'm going above my head. And because my upper body, is that 3? Ah. Let's count. 4, because I know my upper body is the most challenging part. I said 6, oh my gosh, let me start counting. I don't know how somebody loses count. That could be 8. Feeling good, so I'm gonna go for a little bit more because I know this is the last round of this move. Okay, who knows if that was 11 or 12. We're gonna go right back to that minute of the high march or whatever variation that you're using. So yeah, I'm like trying to remember where did I get that move from? And I think that is for the inner thigh. Trying to remember where did I get that move from? I don't know. So notice I put the music very low, just in case. I mean, even though they say even if the music is low, it might be a problem. Somebody should just make me some music to work out to. Some nice good beats that I can use. I know that there's people out there that I can pay, right? So maybe I need to do some investigating. This way I just have my own music. I don't have to worry about anything. Here we go. That's time. So now we did our first set. So I'm going to take a few seconds, drink a little bit of water. So the next move is gonna be a little awkward, always, but I'm gonna go for it. The dead lift. I'm gonna go for it. And then I'm gonna try to remember to get that row in. So if I practice it now, I'm gonna bring the hips back. Feel like the weight is going to be close to my body. Bring the hips back. Row. And then I want to come up about this far. And then go back down. See, I don't know why I feel so awkward. And I feel like, no, I'm not doing it right. I'm not doing it right. All right, so I'm like, should I go with the same weights? Because I feel like the deadlift, I could go a little bit heavier. But the row, you know, I don't want to get too testy. You know, last week I already had a thing and long story, but let me get started. So I'm going to just stay with the same amount of weights, and I'm going to be safe in my body. Even though I want to do heavier, I'm just going to stay safe. So actually, what I can do, because I think I'll be good with those 2 weights, I'm going to start at my middle weight, and I'll just do it for my first, second, and then the last one, I'll do the heavier one. Or whatever I feel like doing in the moment. Okay, so here I go. Counting. I wish I had a mirror. Can't really see good in the camera. And come up. I wish I could see better than this. even with the row. Lost count. So now I'm playing the guessing game. This might be 8. All right, I feel like that's 12. Not sure. Hopefully it was. And then we're gonna go to, okay, we're gonna change it up and we're gonna go to 1 minute of reaching with opposite arm. That's pretty much it. So trying to keep, you know, my upper body up, just reaching, meeting right in the middle. I notice my left leg is a little bit harder to get up there straight. So glad I have the timer for this one. So although I do love the jump rope, thinking about doing a little extra jump rope after this. But I don't know, for some reason I felt like switching it up in between the workout today. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I am gonna go for the heavier weight for my middle set and see how it feels. All right, so again, try not to overthink this. Okay, forgot I was doing the row for a second. Really feel this in the glutes and the hamstring. Well, that's where I feel it. Feel the stretch there, and then push through the heels. Feel it in the glutes. Of course I lost count. It's not funny, really, it's not really funny. I promise that whenever we work out together, I'm not going to do this. I will either set a timer or focus on the counting and stop talking. All right, I really don't know how many I did. So sad. Okay. Going back to the move. What I'm starting to think is I should just set the timer for all exercises. Because one, I feel like when you're working out in a group, it's kind of better to just say, okay, we're gonna do these for 1 minute, because everybody is moving at a different pace. Maybe some people want to go a little slower than others in certain moves. Bring that left foot up there and slacking there. So yeah, I'm thinking that maybe it's better just to put a minute for everything, right? Instead. Alright. So that's what I'm gonna do for the last set. I'm wondering if I should go to the next weight up and see what it feels like, and I could just go slow. Just go really slow. Let me see what it feels like, because right now just grabbing it, it felt heavy. I'm gonna set it for 1 minute, and I'm gonna try to be quiet so I can see how many reps do I do in a minute, just to know. Alright. Would you believe I told you I lost count? I feel like it was 9. Alright, we're gonna go for another minute of these guys. Have a nice tight core. Lifting the leg. You can totally bring some more motion. Maybe you want to bring your arms up. I feel like this is a good balance thing too, especially if you decide to go a little slower. Maybe pause. That requires strength and balance. So let's see, we're on to the last set, and that's going to be reverse lunge with the halo, which I might have to adjust my hair. So let me do that now. Just bring it down, because if not, I'm gonna keep getting stuck in my hair. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to go light first, and I'm just gonna do a reverse lunge, and then do the little halo thing around my head. So again, we're gonna do timer, so I could be at ease and I don't have to count. So reverse. And you know what? No, let's not do the twist. Like, hold on. Okay, let me get it together this way. There we go. Right? Yes. All right. Just gotta focus, Melissa. Because then we could get the twist in while we're in the lunge. I just figured that out right now. Honestly, that's not what the move was gonna be. But I just figured like, oh, I can do that twist. But For me, I need to focus because that is balance at the bottom of that lunge, holding it and being able to twist there. And I feel like one leg, I have a little bit trouble doing that. Okay, there's the time. So for this move, we'll do the cross. We'll do 1 minute, and we're gonna do the crossing. Okay, again, let's balance, Melissa, let's balance. I'm telling you. Okay, this is why we need to focus. We need to focus when we're doing things. So no matter what, presence is required. I feel like no matter what we do, presence is required. I didn't do the breath with you guys here, but I'm really trying to incorporate breath in more things that I do throughout my day. It's not about just slowing down when I want to slow down and take a 5-minute breath break, but also just setting intentions, like I mentioned last week, before we do things. So I'm gonna grab a little bit heavier, go back to that reverse lunge. Let's see if I can. Okay, so here I'm gonna twist this way. Carefully, not rushing. Want to talk, but I also want to balance and focus. Really practice keeping the core tight with each movement. And that's the time. Okay. Right into our crossing knees again. So yeah, setting intentions. And we can also bring our arms up. So many variations you can do. This is about you, and it's really just to stay moving in the rest time that I'm doing this. But yeah, setting an intention before we do anything, just like before you eat, well, excuse me, before I eat, setting that intention of, you know, thank you, and may this food bless, nourish my body, my mind, my spirit, and whatever else that I want to say in that moment. So I feel like I want to just bring that to more parts of my day, not just before I eat, before I take a breath break, you know, before I go to sleep, when I wake up. Just incorporate it before the workout, you know? All right, last one. Let's see, I think I could do this next. I think it's fine. I'm just gonna be focused here. Wait, see, I already. Okay, focus. Trying to have that pause and twist. So much better that we set the timer. Thank you, what a great idea. I feel like I mentioned that last week, but just didn't do it. very careful here to go nice and slow. I feel like this movement does not need to be rushed. And that's time. So we're gonna go for our last knee to elbow. And I hope that if you moved with me, that you enjoyed it, that you felt free in your body and your ability, and just appreciate yourself for moving in any way that you could today. So important to show yourself appreciation with words. Look in the mirror. Tell yourself how proud you are of yourself. Just remember, that's 1 minute, that there's no perfect way to do things. All right, so yeah, that was it for that. Let's see where we are with the video. All right, 32. So I think I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna make this any longer. Should we do a jump rope? I'm like staring at that jump rope. Let me see, we do have a few more minutes until I need to go back to my laptop. I think the video is nice and short like this, but I did say to myself that I was gonna do a little bit of jump rope. So I'm gonna go for my heavier one. 1 minute. This is not the heaviest, this is 1 pound. The 2 pound, it sounds so light, but it's pretty, for me, it's pretty heavy. So I feel like, I don't know, since there wasn't so much jumping and it was movement, I think we should go for it for these last few minutes. Why not? Why save for tomorrow when you can do today? Make sure to breathe. That was 1 minute, so I'm gonna just wait a few seconds and then just go another round. Take nice slow deep breaths. Just adjust the pants. My favorite shorts. All right. That was probably 10-15 seconds, I guess. For another minute. And remember, you can switch up the way you're jumping to make it more exciting. Try to remember to turn the wrist. Sometimes I really do forget these things. Keep the arms at the side and keep your chest nice, upper body upright. Nice tight core. And don't worry about all the jiggles that are happening while you're jumping. All right, let's wait a few seconds. It's very easy to become a little self-conscious of what you look like, especially if you are often comparing yourself to other people. Breathing. But just remember that you're uniquely you. You're meant to be uniquely you, and you're here to be uniquely you. Let's go for another minute. I'm gonna bring my heels back. So please don't get caught up in the looks of things. Really, you are an amazing being without the looks. Your body is functioning. You are doing everyday things in your own way. Don't get caught up in the look of things. Start just practicing the things that you want to improve on, the things that you want to get better on. Or at, should I say. And know that it's possible to make improvements if you only practice. You'll always stay in gratitude of who you are. All right, that was another minute. Wait a few seconds. I think that was 3. I want to go for 5 rounds. I feel like that was 3. All right, get ready to go one more time, 2 more times, but here we go. I'm going to switch it up and try not to smack myself with the rope. Nice deep breaths. Try to control that breath if you feel like you're running out. And if you really feel like you need to step it out, then do so. Remember, this is about you and your body. Only you know what you're feeling right now. We're going to do one last minute. Let's take a breather. Walk a little front and back, side to side. Almost done for today. Let's go again. This is the last time. It can be whatever you want it to be. Maybe you practice 20 jumps side to side, another 20 jumps, jump jacks, switch it up, have fun with it. And smile. Smile through everything because you're doing it. You have the opportunity to do it. You chose. You took and accepted that opportunity. And here we are, the end of the workout. Be proud that you adjusted the workout to fit your needs today. And that's it. I hope that was 5. So now, just gonna slow the heart rate down. Continue to just have a slow movement. You can begin to stretch if you want. Make this stretch be whatever you want it to be. So, you have your own routine of stretches. You can do those. Right now, I do not want to get on the floor. So I'm going to just do my best standing. Take a nice deep breath. So happy to be here. So happy to be sharing myself as I am. So happy to feel free in my body. Woo. And come down into my favorite squat. Breathe. So sweaty. This feels so good. Maybe push the knees open. Maybe straighten the legs and fold forward if that feels good. You could also use a chair or wall if this doesn't feel good. Just find what feels good to you in the moment. Nothing has to be a particular way. Remember, it's your body, it's the way you feel, and everybody is feeling different things in their body. Not everybody needs the same stretch. So it's really important to listen to your body and follow what it needs. Super, 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 super important. You can also do all of these kind of stretches laying down if that feels good, if that's what you want to do. Always try to push my hips forward in this one. Whew, feels so good. Try to keep the legs together. That's why I like a mirror, because sometimes I feel like I'm doing the thing, but then sometimes I'm not really doing the thing. Try to feel myself here. Are my legs together? Are they equal? Are my knees together? Push the hips forward. Feels so good to me. All right, what else? I don't know what else I want to do in my body right now. This feels good. Just folding forward and having my legs straight feels good. Switching the other side isn't that great. Let's see where we are today. Let's see. Yay! No, okay, not horrible. And that's about it. I would recommend, doing some night stretches. They don't have to be static stretches. They could just be dynamic stretches, just to kind of get you moving until your next workout. All right, I think that's it. I'm gonna go. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. I don't know what is that second line that I said that day, and it sounded great, but now I don't know what it is. I can't remember it. But have a beautiful day, and I hope everything goes your way. And the way that serves you best is really what I want to say. Sometimes we think that something is for our best, and it's not. So just be open to the possibilities, be open to the twists and turns, be open and trusting that whatever comes your way is meant for you, and it's up to you how you see it and what you do with it. See you next